The thing that's different about a Verbo vacation home, you always have the whole place to yourself. No stranger at the dinner table making things awkward, or in another room taking up space. It's just you and your people. Because why would you ever share your vacation home with someone you wouldn't share your vacation with?
YouTube decides, oh, we're not going to play the playlist anymore. You know, that you usually play of music. Instead, it errored out, I guess, and played a related video, and you all know what some of the related videos are. Random shit that people just throw together. Some of them are insulting, you know, and I guess it was playing some of that crap during the break. I have no idea what it actually played. I came back and I looked at the screen, I'm like, that's not one of the remixes in the playlist I set up. So I just stopped it and I got the playlist back, but it must have been some YouTube error where the playlist didn't work.
Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Alright? First of all, basically all the information on the internet about this game was fucking wrong. Alright? Most of the information was saying the Xbox Series S and X versions are the best, the PlayStation 5 version is middle, and the PC version is the worst. And this is when it comes to performance-wise. Alright? Ah! I'm angry. But outside of that, the reports were that the Xbox version was the best. So I went with the Xbox version for two reasons. Number one, because people were saying it was the best. And number two, because it was a little cheaper. Being that I have Game Pass Ultimate, all the EA games on there are a little cheaper. So I think it was like an $8 off discount or something like that. So instead of being $69.99, it was like $62.99. Okay? So, I'm going off of all the public information. I buy the game on Xbox, and yesterday we start to play it. And here's what I can say. And then I got to the open world part, and the game literally crapped out. Like, this game cannot hold a consistent frame rate at all. Even on the 30 frames per second locked mode, it's still not really feeling smooth. It feels like you're playing a sub 30 frames per second game. There's times when it runs at 60, then all of a sudden dips to like 30, and now you're trying to adjust the timing of your moves, dodges, and parries. And by the way, in this game, even in the very first open world area, and I'm only playing it on Jedi Knight difficulty, which is the normal difficulty, enemies 1 to 2 shot you. Some bosses literally one-shot you. They either have insta-kill attacks or just one hit, you're dead. Or, you know, you're in a situation where you get hit once, now you have 0 health, you have to find a way to heal, but you have no health and no safe way to do it, so you're gonna die. It's tough even in the first part. It's not like, oh, we waited till you were in the second or third world when you really got a handle on it. It was just like, no, right away, you get fucked up. Okay? And you know, you can appreciate that. If you like Dark Souls and stuff, you're going to get it. If you like FromSoft games, that's the kind of style I think they're going for. But at the same time, it seems to me like they really shouldn't have done it that early, especially if you're adapting to a game engine that doesn't run well. You know what I mean? Because when that frame rate's going high, low, your timing is completely off. You can't time anything. So, give me a break, right? Like, seriously, just give me a break. Let me at least get used to the game or whatever. Make the earlier game earlier or easier. So at least now when I'm playing the early game, I can enjoy myself. But no, the game just literally just slaps you around right from that get-go of the first open world area.
I couldn't move. I saw him doing it. I jumped to try to kick him out of it, and I couldn't jump in time because of the delay.
So you're fighting all these optional enemies, you're exploring, you're getting items, and I'm having a good time with it, and all of a sudden, the frame rate starts to dip. But it's not just like, oh, it's just starting to dip. It just keeps dipping, and it won't stay consistent. It's going like, woo, woo, like this. So it's almost impossible to really react to anything. Because honestly, it feels like you're like, how can I even say it? See, there's two kinds of lag in a game. One lag makes it feel like you're almost playing underwater. Like everything you do is monstrously delayed. But the other kind of lag is when what you're seeing isn't representative of what you're doing. Because the game's graphics can't keep up with the gameplay. I don't even know if I can really explain it well. But basically, you can control the game, but what you're doing with your controller isn't representative of what you're seeing on the TV, and therefore it doesn't really matter. You're going to get hit. You understand what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, everything I do is massively delayed by a second. It's like everything I'm doing works, but I can't see what's going on because the graphics are messed up.
What?
So here we are, I'm fighting it, you're just instantly dead. What happened? I didn't even get to see the thing hit me. You know? And I tried fighting this thing for a good 45 minutes. And I'm like, it's just not possible. Like, I did everything. I tried fighting a head up. I tried blocking and parrying. I tried dodging. I tried... The final attempt, I tried to stay away the entire time, which you can't do. You don't really have ranged combat in the game. But I'm staying away for the entire time. And I'm just throwing the lightsaber at the thing. And I'm dodging. And I'm, every once in a while get a counter hit. The problem is this, they made this basically the hardest enemy in the game so far. It's got a bunch of unblockable attacks that are all different. One you have to jump over. One you have to, like, side dodge. You have to know exactly how to get around each attack. But again, if your controls aren't responsive, then you're going to end up getting a cheap hit and dying in the middle of it, and that's the problem. Why would I want to continue to play this piece of dog shit? Fuck this game. It sucks. It's such a bad game. It's such a bad game. At that point, I actually took the game and I took it out of 60 frames per second performance mode and I put it into what they consider the stable mode. And even then, even on the stable mode, all right, that's supposed to be solid 30 frames, it's not. I can tell you right now, it's probably around 25, if that, and it just feels bad. It doesn't feel responsive. It doesn't feel like an engine that you should be using for a game like this. Again, if this was a game where you're not dying in 1 to 2 hits to everything, then fine, make it that the graphics are fucked up. Who cares? You're going to survive anyway. But in this case, you're not a tank. You're a wimp. You take so much damage from everything. These bosses are one-shotting you. You need responsive controls, and with graphics that are all over the place, you can't have them. So, basically, after playing for 5 hours yesterday, the first 2 hours were tutorial and not that good. All right? Then we got to this world of Kobo. The first hour on Kobo ran at 60 frames per second. That was really good. Then we got to the open world, and the open world was good, but the graphics started to fail. I still probably had a good time that first hour. And then that last hour was one of the most annoying gameplay experiences I've had in years because it just won't run properly.
Look at this. An online giveaway game because the fucking connections are so bad you can't block.
So if you compare, first 2 hours kind of sucked. Final hour really sucked. And then the middle 2 hours, one was great and one was okay. So out of the entire time I played of 5 hours yesterday, I enjoyed 1 hour of gameplay. That's not good. 20% of my time was enjoyed. Do I really want to continue playing this game right now? No, I do not. But here's the thing. I am not saying the game is bad. I don't feel like the overall game is bad. There's a bunch of brilliant things there that I want to enjoy. I spent a lot of money on this game. I want to play it for you guys. Absolutely I do. The problem is they fucked it up. At launch, this game is not an enjoyable experience. It is a mess. And so I don't see the point of continuing to play this game with these insanely bad performing graphics when we're essentially at a point where there's no way to make fun progress. Like, probably if I just focused on the story, I could advance the game. But anytime that I'm going to go into optional areas and try to fight these optional bosses and things, the game's going to be tough and I'm not going to be able to beat anything. So why bother? Why do that? Why cheat myself out of what should be a better experience by playing it now when perhaps I could wait and basically we could kind of have a patch come out in the next week or two, hopefully, that'll make the game run better, and then I'll enjoy it, right?
Oh, look! He rage quit. You gotta be kidding me. He rage quit. Oh my god. Rage quit. Wow.